Hello and welcome to Hyping Tech. So here I have my Silvercrest Mini air cooler. I'm basically going to show you how to set it up when you first get it new. So you get it out of the box. These I don't like at all. They're very tricky to open. You might struggle with them as well. But basically the front element needs to come off. So here you have two little push down tabs. There's no nice way of doing this. I had to put my finger into there to kind of pry it open. It would have been nice to have a little handle there. So, oh, you see, I pushed it back in again now. 1 minute. Ish, there. So I take that off. There. When that's, there's a little clip there which stops it being able to be turned on. So it's like a safety feature. So now in here, that's what it looks like. First, I did not know that you could slide this whole internals out, and I filled that up with like a funnel. But you can actually just pull out the insides. If I show you the top-down view, and you'll see it slide out. So that slides out, and that is the back unit. So there you see, it's basically one of those old computer fans, isn't it? In a fancy case. So that's just a plastic case. So that's a good little feature. That's why it's using less power. So it's good for electricity because it's not going to use as much power. Here's a small factor, form factors, because you're going to get on a desk. Obviously that will come through. I did the unboxing. You can check separately. That's a different video. Buttons are inlaid, which are really nice. I'll move that out the way. You can see here internally, that's what it actually is. So that is a plastic framing. Inside the plastic framing, there are loads of tissues of water. The first time you fill it up, it will suck the water up into here. And also, if you leave it for a couple of days, that water might evaporate away. So once you fill it up, it might not last that long. On the side here is a little filling station. You could take this bit to the sink and fill it up with water. What I did was I used a bottle and just filled it up in there. And just to show you a bit more about how it works, this bit here is clipped on. So what you will find is with use, it will get dirty because air is constantly coming through the tissues. If you see there, I lifted that out, and those plastic bits go into the actual water tank. See the water dripping, and the tissue is actually submerged, so it's slowly taking that up. Colder that water, the better, to be honest. So that you can wash separately. It's got seals on the bottom, so it's relatively safe. There, that's your water tank, and there's a little section on there where you can see the water. So we can put this back in just as a full dismantle. You may have seen my other video where I go into it more detailed. That clips in, and this whole system can slide back into here nicely like that, and then the front bit that's quite difficult to take off can just go on like that. So that's a quick overview of setting it up and your first use. I used it for 3 hours on my desk here in the corner, and it was okay. It wasn't anything special, to be honest. I'm not convinced, but I'll see how it goes. I've got a big Silvercrest fan, which is a top-down full tower fan, same company, and I have that positioned there, and that makes me fully cool because obviously it's taller frame, so I'm cool from tip of my head to my feet because I'm sitting on a chair. This one, when it's in the corner here, it's only really getting my arm and like my face, so I'm not sure about that. So yeah, it's something interesting to see, but I don't know if it's a gimmick or not. I might see how it goes for a couple of days. But I don't like that noise. If you're sleeping with it, you might notice it's got a whining noise that plays. So because I do videos and things, I want it to be as silent as possible. But yeah, overall it looks very nice. I like the setup, trendy. It looks like a little iPhone box, doesn't it? Like a fancy one. And the best bit is that light on there as well, which lights up in different colors. In the previous video, it didn't show up as clear as I wanted to because I've got lots of lights here, but at night it's actually quite bright. So this is your overview for the Silvercrest for fitting and getting it set up for the first use.